Have you ever wondered how house music came to be? Let's journey back to the early 1980s, to the city of Chicago, where this genre first found its pulsating rhythm. At the heart of the city, a nightclub named The Warehouse was about to change the musical landscape forever. At its helm was a DJ named Frankie Knuckles, a visionary who had a knack for mixing disco classics with contemporary pop, funk, and soul. His innovative style, combined with the Warehouse's diverse and expressive crowd, fostered an environment where a new musical genre could thrive and evolve. Add into this mix the cultural and societal elements of the time, from the civil rights movement to the growing LGBTQ+ community, and you have the perfect ingredients for a musical revolution. And so, house music was born in the heart of Chicago, a vibrant blend of disco, funk, and soul with a touch of something entirely new. From its birth, house music began to evolve and take on a life of its own. As we journey into the 1980s, we see the genre being influenced and shaped by other prominent figures like Larry Levan. Known for his innovative remixes, Levan's work in New York's Paradise Garage nightclub was instrumental in defining the style and sound of house music. As we move into the latter part of the decade, another shift occurred. House music began to diversify, leading to the creation of subgenres like deep house and acid house. Deep house, characterized by complex melodies and soulful vocals, was a stark contrast to the raw, stripped-back nature of its parent genre. Acid house, on the other hand, was a psychedelic twist driven by the squelchy sounds of the Roland TB-303 synthesizer. But the evolution didn't stop there. Chicago, the birthplace of house music, continued to play a pivotal role in its development. The city's DJs and producers, like the legendary Frankie Knuckles, were pushing the boundaries, experimenting with new sounds, and introducing the genre to wider audiences. Meanwhile, an ocean away, the UK was experiencing its own house music revolution. British DJs were incorporating house music into their sets, and the genre began to infiltrate the UK club scene, setting the stage for the explosion of rave culture in the early 90s. House music was no longer just a genre. It was a movement, constantly evolving and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. From the clubs of Chicago, house music began to resonate with audiences around the world. As the 1980s drew to a close, this new, exciting genre started to make waves across the Atlantic, finding a receptive audience in the United Kingdom. In the UK, house music found a home within the burgeoning rave culture. These large-scale, often underground, dance events were the perfect venue for the pulsating beats and rhythmic grooves of house music. It was here that house music evolved, blending with other genres to create new subgenres such as acid house and progressive house. The influence of DJs like Frankie Knuckles and Larry Levan, pioneers of the Chicago house scene, was felt in the UK and beyond. Their innovative sound, characterized by a relentless beat and soulful vocals, was adopted and adapted by DJs around the world. As house music continued to spread, it began to influence the emerging electronic dance music, or EDM, scene. The emphasis on rhythm and beat that is so characteristic of house music can be heard in many of today's popular EDM tracks. In the space of a few short decades, house music had gone from the underground clubs of Chicago to the main stages of music festivals around the world. House music, a genre born in the clubs of Chicago, had now become a global phenomenon, leaving an indelible mark on the world of music. Today, the influence of house music can be felt in many aspects of popular music. Its pulsating bass lines and hypnotic rhythms have permeated into the fabric of various music genres. From pop to hip-hop and even into the realms of classical and jazz, the house music sound has left an indelible mark. The legacy of house music isn't just about influencing other genres, it's also about shaping the music industry as a whole. The rise of the DJ as an artist, the transformation of clubs into cultural hubs, and the embrace of technology in music production can all be traced back to the house music revolution. And let's not forget the enduring popularity of house music. It has continuously evolved, and yet it has always stayed true to its roots. The likes of Frankie Knuckles and Larry Levan would be proud to see their creation thriving and inspiring new generations. From its humble beginnings in the clubs of Chicago to its global impact today, house music has indeed made its mark. It's more than just a genre. It's a testament to the power of music to evolve, inspire, and unite.